Funding provided by
Musco Lighting is honored to support Iowa PBS. We're an Iowa company that lights local schools, community fields, and stadiums, arenas, and venues in more than 125 countries. While our reach is global, our commitment is local.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fairway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fairway.com.
Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are committed to building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
Pella Windows and Doors help bring your home to life. For more than 100 years, Pella has been dedicated to building a brighter future in Iowa communities. Pella Corporation is a proud supporter of Iowa PBS.
With our Iowa roots and Midwestern values, Farmers Mutual Hail is committed to offering innovative farm insurance for America's farmers, just as we have for 6 generations. Farmers Mutual Hail, America's crop insurance company.
Welcome back for more girls high school basketball championships action here from Des Moines and the Casey Center. Game 2 of our triple header. Rock Valley and Hinton, Northwest Iowa, well represented in this final. As we come to you from every corner, bend, nook, cranny of our great state on your network, Iowa PBS. Hello, everybody. I'm Paul Yeager. Glad to have you here from our perch so far. Here we go. 5A, 3A, 4A are done. We have champions here from the Casey Center. I'll be back in just a moment at halftime with highlights and interviews from our sports desk. But first, let's go down to our great crew, Brad Wells and the Hall of Famer, Ellie Ruffridge, and their call of the Class 2A State Championship.
Thank you, Paul. Our last 2 games of this year. Number 1 seed versus number 2 seed. Hinton, the defending 2A state champs after a 2-point win last year and going undefeated, just 1 loss. And they are going to be pushed by Rock Valley, who has some state championship history in the school's pedigree. 2001, 2, and 3, the last time they've won it all. This year, Ellie, they won a game at state for the first time since that 2003 title game. But when you have number 1 versus number 2, you got to be ready for this one.
This 2A state championship is going to be very interesting. Both Hinton and Rock Valley met earlier this season, with Hinton winning 62-55, right? So it's a close game down the stretch. But the game plan changes a little bit because Hinton is without their senior leader, and that's Bailey Boovy out with an ACL injury. Should be a different matchup tonight.
She was injured right before the start of regional play, so they have found a way to get to the championship game without him. Let's take a look at these 2 teams. The 2 seed Rock Valley, 24-2. They've got some senior twins that are so good.
So good. The team averages 11 made 3-point goals, and that's the best in all classes.
And the top 2 3-point shooters in all of 2A. You will hear a lot about Hudson and Haven Ranshaws. For Hinton, the defending state champs. Ellie, we have the top 2 scoring teams in the 2A field. Hinton averages 69, Rock Valley 67.
Should be a fun one here tonight. Let's get this going.
Sydney Duskett is senior. As we go across the court, Tim Fitzpatrick is on the mic.
The Iowa Bankers Association presents a Student Athlete Achievement Award to a student athlete in each class who excels on the court, in the classroom, and in their community. The recipients receive a $1,000 scholarship to the college of your choice. The 2026 Student Athlete Achievement Award winner for 2A is Carlin Kavarna from Hinton Community High School in Hinton. Presenting the award is Josh Kavarna from Prime Bank in Lamars. Congratulations, Carlin, on receiving this scholarship, and thank you to Josh with Prime Bank in Lamars and the Iowa Bankers Association for their sponsorship of this award.
All right, Carlin Kavarna, she is ready to go. Give me the scholarship award and runs to the locker room. And here we take a look at how they got here. Hinton with a win over West Lyon and Denver. A little volleyball revenge in that semifinal. And Rock Valley defeats Iowa City Regina and defeats Trainer 57-54. Rock Valley trailed by 14 points in that game, Ellie, and sometimes the stars just align.
Oh, yes. Again, anything can happen here at the state championship, right? I mean, it's anybody's game. You put it all on the line. Every possession matters.
All right. It starts for a lot of these kids when they're younger. They have parents that help out. They have coaches that help out. And Ellie, the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Association, puts on a girls clinic, a youth clinic, 6th through 8th graders. You are working some hoops today.
Let's just say, Brad, it has been a very busy day for me today. Yes, as you can see, started off doing some 4-on-4 continuous drills and then ended with a shooting drill. But talk about the legendary coaches that came out too, right? You have Stephanie Dacey, you have Scott DeYoung, Zach Clark, and then Brad Rose, the athletic director at Valley. Just an awesome clinic.
I'm a school teacher, so what do you guys like to do in class? Right?
Always teaching X's and O's this morning. A lot of fun. Let's go across court. Tim Fitzpatrick is ready to get this party started.
Rock Valley fans, here come your Rockets! Hinton fans, give it up for your Blackhawks! White fans, it's now time to introduce the players and coaches in today's 2A championship game. Today's team intros are brought to you by Hy-Vee. First of all, we have the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Rock Valley Rockets. Number 1, Morgan Balling. Number 2, Evelyn Schmidt. Number 5, Emily Gerritsen. Number 33, Eva Remerdy. And 35, Alexa Zomer. Your assistant coaches, Tyler Robine, Levi Judge, Neil Renshaw, and Sammy Moss. Now let's meet the non-starters and assistant coaches for the Hinton Blackhawks. Number 0, Emma Benabus. Number 2, Peyton Beck. Number 4, Brinley Boovy. Number 10, Mesa Zelmer. Number 14, Adland Ortergren. Number 20, Rory Cook. Number 30, Megan Leary. Number 32, Bailey Boovy. Number 40, Addison Dunkel. And number 50, Macy Charlson. Your assistant coaches, Ryan Stussy, Ben Hertenstein, and Luke Benabus. And now, here's your starting lineups for this 2A championship game. For Rock Valley guard, a 5'10" junior number 10, Sienna Zomer. For Hinton at forward, a 5'10", junior number 12, Keely DeRochi. For the Rockets at guard, a 5'9", sophomore number 11, Cadence Harmson. For the Blackhawks at forward, a 5'11", senior number 22, Carlin Kovarna. For Rock Valley at guard, a 5'9", senior number 15, Haven Renshaw. For Hinton at guard, a 5'7", senior number 24, Sydney Duskat. For the Rockets at guard, a 5'9", senior number 22, Hudson Renshaw. For the Blackhawks at guard, a 5'9", junior number 34, Addison Glass. And for Rock Valley at forward, a 6-foot junior number 31, Natalie Lusing. For Hinton at forward, a 6'1", sophomore, number 44, Raylan Kempema. Head coach for the Rockets is Jordan Tegrodenhuis. And for the Blackhawks, Matt Leary. Fans, let me introduce to you our officials for today's 2A championship game as assigned by the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. Your referee, Ben Applegate. Umpire, Casey Pelzer. Umpire, Sam Anker. And your bench official, Dante Terry. All right, who's ready to win a state championship?
All right, Ellie, emotions are high. If you just talk basketball, give me your keys to a victory for both of these teams, starting with Rock Valley.
Yeah, starting for Rock Valley, they want to take care of the ball. The first time that these two teams met, Rock Valley had 12 turnovers, and then they want to be aggressive. Again, the first time that they played, Coach DeGrotenhuis didn't like how they settled for 15-foot jumpers. He wants them to attack the paint and kick out for open threes. And then on the other side for the Hinton Blackhawks, control the tempo, as well as defending the three-headed monster, and that's the Ranshaw twins and Caden Harmson. Rock Valley likes to set a lot of screens, dribble handoff, so long shots equal long rebounds. We got one heck of a 2A state title coming up now.
Hinton wins the opening tip. The sophomore, Raylan Kempema, one of 4 returning starters from last year's state championship team, and Hinton going right to work. The shot from Keely DeRochi off the mark. Here comes Rock Valley. Hudson Ranshaw, number 22, kicks to the corner to Cadence Harmson. Ranshaw back to Harmson on the right side. This is Haven Ranshaw, the 3. The put back inside, rebounded underneath.
Rebound by Natalie Lusing. That's what she does. She's down there to board, averages 7 points per game.
Had 5 offensive rebounds in the quarterfinal round win over Iowa City Regina for the Rockets. Here's Hinton. Sydney Duskat, the captain of last year's all-tournament team for this Hinton Blackhawks team, and she starts with an assist, and Carlin Kovarna, the winner of the Iowa Bankers Scholarship, with the first basket.
Just a savvy heads-up point guard play right there by Duskat, and then she gets called for the foul right there. But that's what she's going to need to do this game. A lot of attention is going to be on number 24 and White. She's going to have to find a way to get others involved.
Captain of last year's all-tournament team. She had 16 points, 6 assists in the championship game, had 19 points in the semifinals, a double-double in the quarterfinals, 15 points, 10 rebounds. And is trying to win another state title, but has to go through the second-seeded Rock Valley Rockets. The 3 from Ranshaw, no. Another try, good. Haven Ranshaw hits.
What I say, long shots couple long rebounds. And again, if you're Hinton, you're going to want those. But Rock Valley, track those down, give your team an extra possession.
Both the Ranshaw sisters will go play college basketball at Northwestern, and Kavarna adds another basket in this first quarter. And this is an illegal screen that's going on the Rockets' Natalie Lusing. So 5:51 to play here in the first quarter. Kavarna, a good start to this championship game. She was also on the all-tournament team a season ago with Duskett. Had 5 points, 10 rebounds in that championship game. And a travel is called on the drive by Duskett. You mentioned 24 is going to get a lot of attention, Ellie.
Yeah, just nowhere to go right there. That's just great help defense right there by Sienna Zomer.
Another three-point try. Haven Ranshaw has hit 2 of them here for Rock Valley, and the Rockets are in front.
And this is their style. Shooting threes, pushing the pace, and they like to push in transition as well.
When these two teams met earlier this season on February 5th, Rock Valley hit 11 three-pointers. Hinton would get 28 points from Duskett as Kempema goes to the free throw line for the Blackhawks. Just a sophomore, but was a starter last year on this championship team.
I thought Kempema was the difference maker for the Blackhawks in that semifinal game. She had 15 points, but she was 3 for 5 on 3. And I was talking to her after that semifinal game, and there's nothing that excites her more than knocking down a three-point shot, because the crowd doesn't expect a post player, right, to knock down 3 after 3. So she loves it.
She loves it when the defense disrespects her and sags off of her. The foul, meanwhile, on Natalie Lusing. That's her second. So she goes to the bench for Rock Valley. Eva Remerdy into the game. A junior, as an aunt that was a basketball legend for the Rockets. And there's a bucket by Duroshi.
And that's her shot. She has the pull-up game, 15-foot mid-range, down.
Haven Ranshaw looking like Ellie Ruffridge right now, knocking in three-point shots.
Thanks, Brad.
When you're feeling it, you're feeling it. She's feeling it right now,
yes,
Ellie.
She is. And again, if you're Rock Valley, who has the hot hand, you got to get it to her.
Speaking of hot hand, Keely Duroshi. She's putting some points up here. There's a three-point try by Hudson Ranshaw. Duskett to Kempema. Coming to get it, Addison Glass, also a returning starter. Dumps it off underneath. Here's a kick out. This is the 3 for Kempema. Left it just short, and the rebound underneath by Zomer.
Good discipline on defense right there from the Rockets.
Hudson Ranshaw, 13 points in the semifinals, 10 in the quarterfinals. Hinton with the takeaway. Now Duskett spins, attacks. Rebound grabbed underneath by Ranshaw.
And that's a move right there that has to be on anybody's scouting report. Cindy Duskett loves that spin move.
Nice pass. Foul underneath. How about the vision to see Cadence Harmsen underneath?
Cadence Harmsen also had a big semifinal game. She had 17 points, and I just think she's had a really impressive overall state tournament.
A timeout is taken by Rock Valley. And it's a 10-8 lead, 3:07 to play here in the opening quarter of this Class 2A championship. Ellie, we saw the introductions for this team. It's like an NBA game. There's so much happening around the arena. Pink setup. How about the players' lounge that the players have access to? You got the pink queen chair. That's a giant trophy. Meanwhile, you can get your pick next to. Players enjoyed this area.
So many fun things that the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union does for the teams and the athletes that advance to this tournament, and they make you feel like a queen down here. And as you got to see some glimpses of how they are treated, it's really a special tournament down here in Des Moines.
And right now, we have a trainer at the end of the Rock Valley bench that is
working on cadence.
Getting cadence. Harmsen ready to go. I like that it's pink too, the athletic wrap. So Harmsen steps up to the free throw line. Sophomore. Has spent some time in a boot since August of 2025.
Yeah, you heard that right.
Pain.
You heard that right. She's been in a boot since August, and she is battling an ankle injury. Her and her family made a decision with her surgeon that she would be able to play. She's playing with pain. She has surgery scheduled for next Wednesday.
Has played all season.
All season long.
MRI at the beginning of the year. What did she say? We begged the surgeon to let me play basketball.
I think she said she heard it playing volleyball.
Well, she continued to play volleyball as well. She said, I moved to libero because I couldn't really jump. Here's the inbounds pass to Haven Ranshaw. Now the three, and Cadence Harmsen. The knee is feeling fine. With the leg, the ankle, everything.
Everything, yeah. What's one more game, right? And that's the thing, too. So we interview players after semifinal games, and they made her walk on crutches. No ifs, ands, or buts. And she's like, as long as I get to play in the championship game on Saturday.
Here's a look at Harmsen's three. And Rock Valley with a 3-point lead and the basketball. So Kavarna. Rory Cook in the game for Hinton. Here is the drive. Nice move by Hudson Ranshaw. Now Haven with the ball. Drive by Harmsen, no good. Madison Glass goes to work. Starter as a sophomore last year on that championship team. Here's Duskett off the glass. How did that go in?
One thing about Duskett, right, is she draws a lot of contact, but I believe Duskett just picked up her second foul.
That's going to be number 2.
And that is costly if you're hitting. I mean, we are still in this first quarter.
A great
draws
play.
The contact.
Yeah, great play on the offensive end. And she was pleading with head coach Matt Leary, still pleading with him to leave her in the game. She says, I'll be smarter. Sydney Duskett, though, is going to play college basketball at Augustana in Sioux Falls.
Something to also keep in mind, Sydney Duskett is approaching 2,000 points, which is an incredible milestone as a high school basketball player.
Zomer at the free throw line. Had the game-winning block and 17 rebounds in the semifinal win over Trainer. 57-54 was the final. That one came down to the end. A 2-point game here towards the end of our opening quarter. Here's Duskett. Now Cook loses it. Takeaway by Harmsen. And Cadence Harmsen wants to run the floor. Coast to coast, missed the layup.
No one stopped her coming down. Blackhawks catch a break right there.
Now a feed inside. Cook gets the shot to fall. And we're tied at 14. Deep three by Haven Ranshaw.
You have no time to relax if you're on the defensive side of things, right? Like Rock Valley, they will shoot it. Even if you think that you're guarding them, they are going to let it fly. You have to stay so disciplined if you are a Blackhawk.
Letting the three fly. Duskett. That's a good sound. Final seconds of the first quarter. And a travel violation called on Harmsen. 16 seconds to play here. Hinton, the three-point lead after the Sydney Duskett triple. Duskett with 7 points in this first quarter. And now in trouble, double teamed. Oh, good defensive hustle. Knocking it out of bounds was Remerdy, and 3.7 on the clock for Hinton to inbound. Comes back to Duskett. Duskett trying to get it off. She does, but it does not fall. Hinton with a 3-point lead after the first quarter. Let's go up top. Paul Yeager's been watching, likes what he sees in this championship Saturday.
Thank you very much, Brad, and thank you, Ellie. You know, in the old Vets Auditorium, which is where we used to have this tournament, there was this big red curtain on the end about where I'm standing in the arena, and then off to the side there was this big map. You remember it? It was so cool to see, lit up, and that's exactly what we still have, is the way to light it up right there. It still exists. It just resides in Boone now, but it used to be across the street at the Hall of Pride as well. And it lit up where the teams are from. Well, we've shown you Eastern Iowa for a couple of the games. Now we're going to go all the way to Northwest Iowa. Rock Valley, that's 247 miles. Hinton, that's 211 miles from Des Moines. Or they could have just played this game between the two and just traveled 48 miles. But, you know, it's way more fun to play in front of a statewide audience, what we're doing right here, as well in the arena and around the world, wherever you're watching it. And you've also been listening to Brad Wells and Ellie Ruffridge. Guess what? Here they come for quarter number 2.
Paul, I do remember that map, Paul. You want your light to stay lit up until the end. That means you're playing in the championship game. Well, scan the QR code or call the number on your screen to support Friends of Iowa PBS. Congress recently cut $3.5 million in federal funding, the largest one-time cut in our 55-year history, and it impacts 18% of our budget. So despite this challenge, we remain committed to our mission. Thank you for supporting public media. Quarter number 2 begins. Rock Valley with a basketball. Haven Ranshaw, 3 3-pointers, has 9 points. And for Rock Valley, they have 4 made threes in the first quarter.
And what makes them so difficult to guard is they can shoot the 3, but look at how they're getting downhill.
It's a 3-point shot from Hudson Ranshaw. Hudson 0 for 3 from 3-point land.
That doesn't phase her, though. She's going to keep shooting. It doesn't matter if she's made 100 or missed 100. She's just going to keep letting them fly.
Jumper from the baseline is good for DeRoshi. DeRoshi, 7 points in that first quarter, now has 9. The Ranshaw sisters, little cat and mouse game. Now Harmsen on the drive, goes into contact, gets the bucket to fall.
And you got to think that Rock Valley has really listened to their coach on this scouting report. He didn't like that they settled for a lot of jumpers. Mid-range isn't really the Rockets' game. He likes them getting downhill, right, drawing the defense and then kicking it out. So many weapons on this Rock Valley team.
Rebound by Duskett. underneath. In the lane, and little tip out to Hudson Ranshaw. And the dish over to Lusink, and Lusink gets fouled. You see Hinton head coach Matt Leary, he wants a timeout. He's in year number 24 in high school coaching, his 19th at Hinton. He has over 330 wins at just Hinton. 375 in his career. Well, you mentioned how they treat the players here as queens. The fans, they get treated as well, Ellie. This is a wings eating contest. Boneless or bone-in wings for you?
I like boneless.
Boneless, okay.
I know you were
spicy or mild?
making fun of me earlier,
yeah,
but
I'm judging right now.
I'm more at the mild.
Okay.
Mild. I do like, you know, my good old honey barbecue with some ranch.
Did you do any investigating? Was that like traditional buffalo wing sauce, or was that more honey barbecue? They didn't, you've been here all week. They didn't talk you into the wing eating competition.
Oh, heck no.
Okay.
Sometimes I gotta look away. It just makes me sick sometimes watching those kids eat those wings because they go all out on it.
See, I'm on the other end. I am getting hungry right now. I thought it looked delicious. A little sloppy. I will agree with you on that, but a lot of fun happening here in Des Moines inside the Casey Center. Our 4th of 5 championship games. These last 2, the 1 seed versus the 2 seed. 1A game coming up later. Bishop Garrigan, Newell Fonda. Right now in the 2A title game, Hinton, the top seed, the defending champs, taking on Rock Valley. 24-2 on the season. Their 7th trip to state, as they were in the quarterfinals last year, and this is their 3rd appearance under head coach Jordan to Grotenhuis, who's in his 10th season.
You're seeing Rock Valley put the pressure on a little bit. They will take 2 girls and double the ball just to create a turnover.
Like that?
Hudson Ranshaw went from the top of the key all the way down to the baseline just like that. Speed kills.
Rock Valley basketball down 3. Haven Ranshaw gets it to Harmsen, and Harmsen gets fouled. And this goes on Rory Cook, the junior. That's her 2nd.
Rock Valley, nothing fancy on the offensive side. They just do, again, they set a lot of screens for each other. And I think they do such a good job of rubbing shoulders off of each other on those dribble handoffs, making it so hard for the defense.
Left-handed flick up to the rim. The offensive rebound and putback by Natalie Lusink is good. The niece of Rock Valley legend Deb Remerdy, who played in the 2001, 2002, 2003 Rock Valley teams, who completed the three-peat, 3 straight state titles for Rock Valley. And this is the first year that they've won a game at state since that 2003 game. They are battling a common opponent. Here is the fight for the rebound. Lusink checks out. She's going to get a breather. As Eva Remerdy back into the game. Also niece of Deb Remerdy. Glass goes to work. The kick out. Cook. Rebound by Glass. And Hinton now resets. Jumper from Cook. No good. Through the hands of Ranshaw on the rebound. And Duskett. Turnaround jumper in the lane. 2 more for Sydney Duskett. And she has 9. Three-pointer from the corner. Haven Ranshaw is on fire. She's 4 for 7 from 3. 12 points now for one of the twin sisters.
That's a good sign if you're a Rocket fan, right? I'm staying at the same hotel as a lot of these Rock Valley parents, and they've been worried all week. We're not shooting very well, right? Getting a little nervous as a parent. I feel like as a parent, you're more nervous for your players than the players actually competing, and it's a good sign once your shots are falling.
Well, that's an errant pass there. Zomer zigged instead of zagged. Now Hinton Stuskit on the attack. Goes right into the contact. Foul is called on Haven Ranchow. Kempema checks back into the game for Hinton. Good minutes from Rory Cook. Both Rory Cook and Raylan Kempema were injured through parts of the season, missed some games. And Duskett in control, attacking. They're going to say a foul before the shot. Foul's going to go on Remerdy. So Hinton basketball. 3:38 to play. Kempema gets fouled and will have free throws coming.
Here it is again. Kempema just doing up and under move. Some say it's a foul, and then those behind us say it's a block. Either way, Kempema at the line, shooting one more.
(25-23). Kempema in the championship game last year, 6 points, 8 rebounds. She had a double-double last year, 11 points, 14 rebounds in the semifinal game. There's a foul on the shot, and Rock Valley to the free throw line. Foul goes on Akili.
We talked so much about Hinton going back-to-back, right? And a lot of these Hinton players have their phone background of pictures from winning that state title last year. And then it's funny because when you talk to Coach Leary, hey, Coach Leary, what's your phone background? It's his cat, Lindsay, I believe. Unfortunately, though, I think the cat did pass away. But it's just funny the stories that you hear these girls talk about.
Yeah, the pride in that championship game. You got pictures celebrating with your teammates, maybe a picture of the trophy, maybe a picture of the hat. They've got all the swag. They're back for more swag. You were talking about tiaras, pink shirts, hats, roses. They all said, okay, that's the best thing. You said, all right, what's your favorite piece? And they all said, the big trophy, the team trophy. That's the best thing. It felt so good bringing it back to the community. She said we have our own trophy case. The players are so proud of that state championship from 2025, trying to go back-to-back. There's a deep three. Rock Valley trying to start a streak of their own. Haven Ranchaw, you got to put a hand in the face of number 15. And she now has 5 made threes. Shot is good, and an and one opportunity for DeRoshi.
We get to see this one again. It may have looked like a little snake bite. Just got the arm. Got her right there.
She started this year's state tournament with a double-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds in the win over West Lyon. That was a 4-point win. There was 2 double-doubles. DeRoshi had a double-double. Duskett as well. And Duskett now with the basketball after the stop. 2.5 to go. Here's the drive. Oh, and another finish through contact for Hinton.
Duskett just so quick watch her get down low, right? It looks like she's about to pass it, right? Make a baseline pass. Instead, she just decides to throw it up. It ends up going in. Just great instincts as a point guard.
Duskett misses the free throw, and Harmsen wants to run. Rock Valley likes to get up and down the floor and shoot threes. There's another one. That's number 15, and Haven Ranshaw has 6 made threes in this first half.
Just unconscious right now from 3. She doesn't even have to think about it. As soon as she lets it release from her hand, she knows it's going in.
18 of the 30 Rock Valley points, and there's a foul as Kempema went in strong, gets the fouled on, I think that's Lusink. That might be number 3 on Lusink, and it is. Kempema missed the free throw, and so Lusink checks out. Remerdy checks in. Free throws not falling for Hinton. It's a 1-point lead for Rock Valley. At 30-29. The top 2 scoring teams in all of Class 2A battling in the championship game.
Hinton comes in averaging about 70 points per game, and then on the other side, Rock Valley with 67. So offensively, both of these teams can put the ball in the hole.
And there's a foul after the rebound. Strong rebound by DeRoshi. And then the foul goes on Zomer.
And that is 5 team fouls. So the Blackhawks will be heading to the free throw line.
Zomer called for the foul. Her first to the free throw line is DeRoshi. How about 9 points and 7 rebounds already for Keely DeRoshi?
Just comes in, lets the game come to her, and that's what I really like about her game. And we don't see this a whole lot, Brad. We see a lot of girls getting layups, and that right there, shooting threes. Keely DeRoshi, I really love her mid-range game.
Hudson Ranshaw misses that 3. A big exhale after that one. She's frustrated, but her twin sister Haven has picked her up. 18 points for Haven Ranshaw. Hinton led by Duskett's 11 points, looking for 2 more. Rebounded by Harmsen. Harmsen with 6 rebounds now. Her pass too strong, though, for Remerdy.
Just a little too much heat on that pass. Cadence has to be thinking, all right, next play, I got to let that go. I need to do what I can right now to help my team get a stop on this defensive possession. And if you're Hinton, you can use this whole shot clock if you want, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
30-30 is the score, less than 30 seconds to go, and wide open underneath is Dunkel, but she missed the shot.
Not a bad look, right? I was mistaken. I thought, oh, they were going to go for 1. But again, with that defensive pressure by the Ranshaw twins, it makes them speed up their offense.
If you can get an open look underneath the basket, too, that's a shot you'll take. Absolutely agree with you. Foul called on Kempema, her first. Dunkel, excuse me. And now the drive, missing the layup, is Hudson Ranshaw. She'll go to the free throw line for an opportunity to get her first points of the game. Missed her first 7 shots. She's 0 for 7, yet to get to the free throw line. Hudson Ranshaw averages 24.5 points per game, ahead of her sister's 19 points per game. And that's her first point in this championship game with 5 seconds to go in the third quarter, or in the second quarter. Gets them both. Final 5 seconds of the first half. Duskett at the horn. No whistle, no foul, no good. It's a Rock Valley 2-point lead in the battle of the top 2 seeds. Let's bring in our own Paul Yeager to break down our first 16 minutes of action.
Man, you two have 2 for 2 great games. We're halfway through on this 2A game. It's a regular season rematch, as Brad has mentioned a couple of times. And the head coach for Rock Valley is Jordan Tegrotenhuis, and he joins us now here for this interview. And Coach, you also spend time as a football coach, and we know you have all these defensive moves and strategies right now. What adjustments on that play sheet? I'm guessing you've got A, B, and C. Or are you still on A on your defense?
Yeah, it's basically A yet. You know, they're really good and they're talented. Some of the blitzing of the ball screen, or like just coming off of some of the other girls to try to get it out of Duskett's hands is, you know, an important adjustment for us. I think we got to keep rolling with that, but we got to be able to help on that backside. We're fouling a little bit too much, but they're physical, so it's going to happen.
Haven Ranshaw's been pretty big too, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it feels good to see the ball go through the hoop, you know, for all of them, so that's big for us, just to keep being aggressive and getting those shots to fall.
All right, Coach, thank you so very much. Appreciate your time.
Okay, thank you.
All right, as that's Rock Valley, they go into the locker room with a small little lead, and back on the floor, we're going to step back in time. This is also one of the fun things we do. We're going to look back at the 50-year team here and in Des Moines.
For Lakeview Auburn, and they're about to repeat as champions. And that Lakeview Auburn team is ready to bounce off that bench and go crazy. They're already going wild out there now. 28 seconds. Look at them on the far side. They're hugging, they're kissing each other, and the score is 56-50 with 28 seconds to go.
Jim, Lakeview Auburn was never...
The year was 1976. America was in the midst of celebrating its 200th birthday. Jimmy Carter was elected as the 39th President of the United States. The Fonz and Richie Cunningham made their television debut with Happy Days. Rocky and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest were popular at movie theaters. The Eagles and Fleetwood Mac released their milestone albums Hotel California and Rumors. And Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak started a little computer company called Apple. In Iowa, few prognosticators were predicting Lakeview Auburn to repeat as state basketball champions in 1976. The Hawkettes returned one starter in the guard court and were young in the forward court. But under the leadership of coaches Bud McCrae and Carol Thomas, Lakeview Auburn, just like they did the year before, proved everyone wrong again. The cupboard was hardly bare for the Hawkettes. That returning starter in the guard court happened to be the best guard in Iowa and future Hall of Famer Kay Pick, whose shot blocking skills intimidated their opponents. The forward court overcame the early absence of Mickey Olberding, who missed the first part of the season recovering from an October surgery. When Mickey returned in December, the forward court began to gel after three early season losses, and the Hawkettes began to roll. Plowing through opponents en route to Veterans Auditorium and the state tournament, the 10th-ranked Hawkettes began tournament play by edging West Burlington 44-41. The Lakeview Auburn defense did its thing behind Pick. They held a West Lyon offense that was averaging 82 points and held them to 53 in a 67-53 win in the quarterfinals. The next victim was Cedar Rapids, Washington, who was held to 45 points, 38 points under their average, before advancing to the championship to face the favorite and the nearby rival that had beat them twice during the regular season, Manila. The Hawkettes fell in a 20-10 hole early, but chipped away and finally took the lead for good in the fourth quarter. Lakeview Auburn salted the game away with some quality free throw shooting down the stretch as the Hawkettes successfully repeated as state champions with the 60-50 win. No other school in the remaining 17 years of Iowa's six-player game would go on to repeat as state champions. Today, we honor the last back-to-back six-player state champions, the 1976 Lakeview Auburn Hawkettes. Diane Boos Baldridge, Sarah Wernemart Block, Kay Pick Blessington, Becky Boos Green, Gloria Oberding Jones, Mickey Oberding Cohorst, Joanne Shawden-Lamock, Carol Kroger-Rohde, and Coach Gerald Thomas. Congratulations, and welcome back to the Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament. The Iowa Girls State Basketball Tournament pauses every year to honor its rich history with the induction of the latest class of Basketball Hall of Famers. It is estimated that over 700,000 girls have played basketball in Iowa high schools. Out of this impressive number, 250 girls spanning 105 years have been inducted into the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's Basketball Hall of Fame. Today, 3 more legends of the hardcourt have been selected as Basketball Hall of Famers. Let's meet this year's class. Presenting Hall of Fame awards is IGHSAU Executive Director Aaron Gerlich and Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau. Our first inductee tonight is Deb County, represented today by her husband Al, Tweety, and family. Deb was a stalwart of the 6-player game, starring for West Central of Maynard from 1969 to 1972. The 5'10" forward was a 2-time All-Stater for Hall of Fame coach Gene Kling. As a junior, she averaged 38.3 points per game and earned third-team All-State honors. Her senior season was remarkable. Deb scored 1,412 points and averaged 45.5 points per game, including an incredible 88-point performance. She led West Central to a third-place finish at the 1972 state tournament, scoring 70 points in a semifinal game against Roland Story. Her 189 points in 4 state tournament games ranked 7th in the 47-year history of the 6-player tournament and earned her a spot on the 1972 All-Tournament team. Deb went on to the University of Northern Iowa, where she was a member of the 1st Panther women's basketball team. She later transferred to Upper Iowa, where she played both basketball and softball. Deb married her husband Al in 1974. She later taught and coached in Waukon while the couple raised their 3 sons. Deb passed away in 2018, but she's represented here today by her family and a large contingent of friends. Please welcome to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's Basketball Hall of Fame from West Central of Maynard, Deb County. Our next inductee into the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's Basketball Hall of Fame was a standout performer for Cedar Falls from 1996 through 2000 and helped lead the Tigers to 3 consecutive appearances at the state basketball tournament. As a sophomore in 1998, she earned 2nd team Class 4A All-State honors while averaging 13.6 points per game and shooting 55% from the field. Cedar Falls advanced to the state tournament semifinals that season, where she averaged 15.5 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists during the tournament run. Her junior season saw her elevate her game even further. She averaged 18.2 points per contest while shooting an outstanding 60% from the field, earning 1st team Class 4A All-State honors, and again leading Cedar Falls to the state tournament semifinals. At state, she averaged 13.5 points and 6.5 rebounds per game. As a senior, she capped her high school career with another 1st team All-State selection. Averaging 16 points and 6 rebounds per game, she guided Cedar Falls to a runner-up finish at the 2000 state tournament. She was named to the All-Tournament team after averaging 15.7 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 3 assists across the Tigers' 3 games, including a 28-point performance in the opening round. She finished her outstanding Cedar Falls career with 1,425 points. Her success continued at the University of Northern Iowa. where she became one of the most decorated players in Panther history. A 3-time All-Missouri Valley Conference selection, she averaged double figures in scoring throughout her collegiate career and helped lead UNI to multiple postseason appearances, including trips to the Women's National Invitational Tournament. When she graduated in 2004, she was the Panthers' all-time leading scorer with 1,851 points. Today, she still ranks among the top scorers in school history and stands 7th in career rebounding with 745 rebounds. Her impact on the program and the conference was later recognized when she was named to the Missouri Valley Conference All-Centennial team. She now works for the Denver, Colorado school system, residing in Littleton with her wife and 3 children. Please welcome to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union's Basketball Hall of Fame from Cedar Falls, Amy Swisher. Tonight's final inductee is one of the top players our state has ever produced. During her high school career at Iowa City High, she quickly established herself as one of the most dominant players in Iowa girls basketball history. She earned 4 first-team All-State selections and was named Miss Iowa Basketball as a senior. That final season was extraordinary. She led the entire state in scoring at 30.7 points per game, while also averaging 11.4 rebounds, 3 assists, and more than 3 steals per game. Her team went 25-1 and finished as the state tournament runner-up. At the state tournament, she averaged 28.7 points a game, including a 36-point performance in the first-round victory over Valley. Her success built year after year. As a junior, she averaged 21.1 points and 10.3 rebounds per game while helping her team return to the state tournament. As a sophomore, she averaged 19.3 points and nearly 9 rebounds a game. And even as a freshman, she made an immediate impact, averaging 18.7 points and earning all-state honors. By the end of her high school career, she had scored 2,178 career points, ranking 15th in Iowa girls basketball history at the time, while also collecting 900 rebounds and 240 steals. Her 798 points during her senior season remain among the highest single-season totals in state history. She then continued her career at Iowa State, where she became the most decorated player in the program's history. She was a 4-time unanimous all-first-team Big 12 selection and was the Big 12 Player of the Year in 2021. She won the Cheryl Miller Award 3 times, honoring the nation's best small forward. Her impact nationally was remarkable. She earned Associated Press All-American honors 4 times and helped lead Iowa State to multiple NCAA tournament appearances, including a Sweet 16 run in 2022. When her career in Ames concluded, she had rewritten the Iowa State record books, becoming the program's all-time leader in scoring, rebounding, games played, field goals, free throws, and three-pointers. Her 3,060 career points ranks 11th in NCAA history. She enjoyed a stint in the WNBA after being drafted in the 2nd round. She's also played professionally in Italy, New Zealand, Greece, and France. When her playing career ends, she plans to teach and coach. She is currently back in Iowa City, where she's substitute teaching. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome her back. One of Iowa's finest to ever step on this court. From Iowa City High, Hall of Famer Ashley Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice hand for the IGHSAU Basketball Hall of Fame Class of 2026. From West Central Maynard, Deb County. From Cedar Falls, Amy Swisher. And from Iowa City High, Ashley Jones.
Congratulations to our Hall of Fame inductees. We'll step away for a moment and get you ready for half number 2. But we're also going to have a special interview when we return.
Iowa PBS Education throws open a window to the world by bringing PBS into classrooms and homes all across our beautiful state. Our Find Iowa production team visited all of Iowa's 99 counties to showcase stories steeped in history, science, and art. Iowa Science Phenomena allows students to link the physical world they see when they step outside the classroom to science concepts they're learning inside the classroom. We partnered with Ballet Des Moines to provide educational activities connecting art to science. Our STEAM trailer and bundles are some of our most popular outreach tools. Libraries and schools can borrow these resources at no charge. The Iowa PBS Farmers Market program is an interactive station for kids and parents to stop, play, and learn. It all adds up to nudging that window to the world open a little wider for each and every Iowan.
Live on the floor, it is the Tuxedo Sweep, a tradition that dates back years, decades. I've been watching this thing for so long, but it never gets old. That floor is clean, as they say, the cleanest show in town here at the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union State Basketball Tournament. Today's sweepers from Norwalk, yesterday from Dallas Center Grimes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and we finish with a nice bow. And now we're going to have a bow for 2 of the 4-time members of the All-Iowa Honor Dance Team. On the outside here is Kendall Davis from Lamar's. Hello, Kendall.
Hello.
And I've got Kylie Young from New Hampton.
Yes.
Okay, so Kylie, I'm going to start with you. You've done this for 4 years.
Yes.
Let's go back 4 years. Why did you audition to be in this for this position?
Yeah, I think an opportunity like this is one that you can't miss. It's not every day that you can dance a 6-minute routine with 250 girls with a crowd like this. So, yeah, I just can't give up that opportunity when it was given.
And Kendall, you're young at the time when you're auditioning too. Same reason, or did you have a different motivation?
Well, my mom used to coach us, and she told me how great the experience was, and I just wanted to be part of the experience too.
All right, so Kendall, 6 minutes. You come in, walk me through what you've been doing the last 36 to 48 hours.
We came here Thursday night and we practiced for around 5 hours, and then Saturday we got up bright and early, came and practiced for around 8, and then today we came again bright and early and practiced until it was time to perform.
Kylie, that's a lot of practice.
It is.
Is it fun?
It really is fun.
Is it also intense?
Yes. It's a lot of work, but it's always worth it. I mean, like a performance like that is something that you don't see very often. So.
Do you go back and watch the performance then
Yes.
each year and just see, can you point yourself out?
Yes.
Do you tell your family where you're going to be each year?
Yes, and then my parents always sit right in front of me. So.
Kendall, when you go back and watch it, what's one thing that, if maybe as we see today's performance, tell me what the inspiration was for today's performance.
To just have great contagions and just all be together and make it look very organized, and to show all of our work we've been doing for the past many days.
And do you make new friends in doing
Yes,
this?
many.
Yeah, everybody's all connected on Snap or something now, and
Yes.
you've met a few people over the years.
I still have friends from freshman year that I met at All Iowa, so.
What's your next plan here, Kylie?
I'm planning on auditioning for the University of Northern Iowa dance team and Central as well. So.
Okay, so you're from New Hampton, so close by, still in the state.
Yep.
So, Kendall, you're a little from Northwest Iowa. Are you thinking of staying up there?
I plan on going to Iowa State and just majoring in early elementary school education.
So, was this it for you today? Was this one of your last public performances?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Kylie Young, Kendall Davis. Thank you so very much. Congratulations on your 4 years here.
Thank you.
All right, and we're going to go back down to the floor as we continue some of our traditions, and that is talking with head coach Matt Leary. And coach, it's been a first half that back and forth pretty strong. What did you want to address first in the locker room?
Definitely want to address rebounding. We had we gave up 8 offensive rebounds, and we got to challenge the threes a little better. When we're trading threes for 2, that doesn't add up. So, yeah, rebounding and challenging threes.
Sydney Dusket's been pretty good for you there in the first half. What have you liked about her performance, and what do you need her to do to help the rest of the squad?
Yeah, she's just a gritty performer. Strong, can get to the hoop, get to the paint. You know, continue to get to the paint to finish, but also look to kick and dish a little more too.
All right, Coach, thank you so very much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, that's Matt Leary, head coach for Hinton in this Class 2A. As we said off the top, this is the 34th game of the tournament for the second half of it. Let's go back down to the court. Brad Wells and Ellie Ruffridge to take us home in Class 2A here in Des Moines.
All right, thank you very much, Paul. Ellie, we saw the threes fall for Rock Valley. It's a tight game, start to finish. The biggest lead for either team Hinton for this second half, are you?
I am too. How could you not? We've had one heck of a day, and I think we're going to have one heck of a second half here as we get ready.
Here's a look at the first half statistics as Haven Ranshaw 6 for 9 from 3 herself. The rest of the team 1 for 7, but she is picking them up and putting them on her back in that first half. Her sister, twin sister, Hudson Ranshaw, just 2 points for her. She was 0 for 7 from the floor. All of her points come from the free throw line. She averages a team best 24 points, so don't count out Hudson, as now if that focus turns to Haven, sometimes things will open up for other players, right?
And if you can get Hudson going, look out.
Hudson goes right to the rim. Count it, and one. That might get her going right there. Strong with the basketball, straight down the lane. The twin sisters will continue to play college basketball at Northwestern College.
I think it helps that they have a gym literally almost in their backyard, right, that they can go to, the Ranshaw gym.
I would imagine that when you're getting extra shots up all the time, you're going to be one of the top scorers in the state. That's the recipe, at least, right? Yeah, how about we take a look at this? The Ranshaw gym. Keith Ranshaw, their dad, said he played at Rock Valley, played at Northwestern. He said, I'm looking for a way to give back to the community. 2020 hit. He said, we need to build a gym. We need another facility for kids to be able to work on their craft. And his daughters have absolutely had that fire and utilized that facility. And their dad, Keith, a big reason why they are deciding to play at Northwestern. Their dad played there. They grew up watching games there. They're excited for what the future holds.
And you should be excited if you're a Raiders fan, right? They're getting 2 good ones here.
It's a nice move by Hudson Ranshaw, but a deflection by the Hinton defense. Now Hinton wants to attack. Addison Glass, no good. Rebound underneath by Kavarna. Spent a lot of time on the bench in that first half with foul trouble, and Kempema's layup rolls out. Ranshaw fires the 3. It looked like that may have been tipped, did it? No, it did not. As Haven Ranshaw is saying that was tipped by the defense, but it will be Hinton basketball. The spin of the ball looked a little off, Ellie.
It did, and you know, it's not college, right, where coaches can get those challenges where they can go ahead and give it a second look. Just got to play on, and again, like I said, you got to have a short-term memory. You can't let the play that just happened affect the next play. You got to let it go, and you got to get a defensive stop here if you are the Rockets. And then if you're Hinton, you got to get a little offense going here.
Executing defensively. There's the step back 3. Huskett left it short underneath. After the offensive rebound, the flip by DeRoshi.
And how about Carlin Kavarna right there? Just going in, grabbing that offensive board. She's had some really good minutes here in the state final game.
Hudson Ranshaw being hounded by DeRoshi. Now an open look, and the 3 is good for Hudson Ranshaw.
So dangerous when they can get into the paint. When there's 2 feet in the paint, it draws so much attention from the defense. And again, that allows Rock Valley to get great open looks from 3. And like I said, you do not want number 22 in black to start getting hot.
Now 8 points after just 2 at halftime. And she has the ball in her hands, head up looking for more. Hudson on the drive, off the window, no, but she will go to the free throw line. I believe Glass gets called for the foul. No, this goes on DeRoshi. And that's her 3rd personal foul. And to the free throw line goes Hudson Ranshaw. So Hudson with 1,500 plus career points steps to the free throw line. Will be roommates with her twin sister in college. They will both study accounting. And both spent 2 years at Sioux City East in the 5A field. And said, man, the 2A field is still great competition. And the crowds are absolutely amazing.
She did say, though, playing 5A ball for 2 years, the defense was a little bit more feisty. But again, the competition still at 2A is incredible.
When you get down to the state tournament, too, you're playing some of the best defenses and some of the most tenacious players in the state. Cook gets turned away. Now Kempema on the drive. No good, and a big battle for the rebound. Cadence Harmsen trying to rip it away from Kavarna. And bodies hit the deck. How tough is Cadence Harmsen?
I thought Duskett could have given Kempema the ball a little bit earlier. I thought Kempema had a really good seal right there. And that's 4 fouls.
Yeah, that's on Lusink. That's number 4 on Natalie Lusink. The starter averages 7 points, 4.5 rebounds per game. And Lusink with 4 points and 3 rebounds. We'll head to the bench. Picked up 3 in the first half. Kempema now kips across the lane. Cook able to finish inside.
Just a good heads-up play right there by Kempema. Right when she draws the defense, there was no help on that backside, leaving Cook wide open. And that's what you have to do if you're Hinton. You gotta finish those plays.
Rock Valley in black, 4-point lead and the basketball. Open look for Hudson Ranshaw. Another 3, and she's cooking now in the second half. And a timeout taken. Good ball movement. Ellie sets up Hudson Ranshaw. Let's listen in to head coach Matt Leary.
I get it, right? We're going to sag off. Want to go 32? I'm not yelling at you, Sydney. 32? What do you think, Sid? You want to go 32? Okay, let's go 32. Carl. Keeley. Ray. Rory. Sid. Okay. Carl.
Have Carl and Ray down, and then you can have Rory Keeley up with Sid.
Carl go down. This is Rory. Keeley. Okay. All right. We're going 32D now. Okay. Hey, we're doing great on the offensive end. We just got to get stops. Okay. Blackhawks on 3. 1, 2, 3. Blackhawks.
Hinton making some adjustments as Rock Valley now shooting 47% from 3 as a team as Hudson Ranshaw starts to get rolling. This Rock Valley team looks so dangerous, Ellie.
And they are dangerous. I mentioned earlier, one of the keys to Hinton is they got to stop the 3-headed monster, and that's both Ranshaw twins. And now that both of them are hot, you're in some trouble, right? But like Coach Leary said, you just got to find ways to get stops on defense.
This is going to be a foul on Haven Ranshaw. As the drive by Sydney Duskett. That's going to be number 3 on Haven Ranshaw. So Hinton on the inbounds, looking to get it to Kempema on the block, goes up strong off the glass, and good.
Kempema wanted a foul on that, and I think, again, Kempema's been open on a few of those out-of-bounds plays. They got to look for her more, and even at the break, Hinton points in the paint.
Ball landed out of bounds before Sydney Duskett was able to get to it. It will be Rock Valley basketball. Great hustle, great awareness on both ends. Comer grabbing the board, then having it tipped away. Rock Valley looking for their first state championship since 2003. They went back to back to back. And Ranchaw unable to hit from three. Saving it from going out of bounds is Remerdy.
Right idea right there by Kavarna, just pulling it out, getting into the point guard. Duskett didn't have anything on that breakaway.
Jumper by Kavarna, no. Excuse me, the jumper by Cook, rebounded by Kavarna, and the jump ball will give it to Rock Valley. Addison Glass comes back into the game as DeRoshi checks out. 2:58 to go in the third quarter. And these two teams met earlier this season. And Hinton had Bailey Boovy, their senior, on the floor in that game. She's a Creighton volleyball commit who on the basketball floor scored 965 career points. She is on the Hinton bench right next to the coaches with a big knee brace on. 600 rebounds plus. She was on the 2025 state volleyball all-tournament team and got injured right before the regional play began for Hinton. Foul goes on Cook, by the way, her third for Hinton. So Rock Valley basketball, 5-point lead now.
And talk about a difference maker, right, in that first matchup, right? She had 13 points in that game, along with 8 rebounds. But again, with this injury, she'd be the first to tell you she doesn't want you to feel sorry for her. She just wants her teammates to go out and to compete and bring home another state title.
There's a foul on the drive. And Ellie, Coach Leary also said, I told the girls after the injury to Bovey, I told the rest of them, you guys can do this. You guys can come together.
They did it with her without her last year as well, so that should give them confidence. And someone who I think needs a little bit more offensive confidence right now is Addison Glass. She has 0 points right now, and in their semifinal game, she had 12 points. Looking for her to get hot here in this second half.
.15 on the shot clock. Yep, minute 50 to play. Shot up by Kavarna. No good. Rock Valley with the rebound. Haven Ranchaw, 6 threes in the first half, yet to score in the second half, as her twin sister Hudson Ranchaw has taken over the scoring duties here in the third quarter. And a foul after the offensive rebound underneath.
That's going to be on Sydney Duskett, and that's going to be her third foul as well.
We have some foul trouble brewing here as we come to the end of the third quarter. For Hinton, DeRoshi, Duskett, Cook, all with 3 fouls. There's the triple try by Harmsen, and the rebound to Hinton. For Rock Valley, Haven Ranchaw has 3, Natalie Luskett has 4, and Eva Remerdy with 3 personal fouls.
And again, you have to recognize that if you're on opposing sides. Go at the girls that have fouls.
Duskett going strong right to the hoop, went right at Hudson Ranchaw. Sydney Duskett playing inspired as well. 50 seconds to go. We'll get to that in the fourth quarter here. Harmsen looking for a lane. Finds an open shooter. Ranshaw, no. Rebound to Kovarna.
Harmsen got a little lucky on that pass. I believe Addison Glass got a little
piece of it.
Tip to that ball.
Blackhawks basketball. Deep three from Duskett, no. And it'll be Rock Valley ball with 20 seconds to play. Sydney Duskett, captain of the 2025 All-Tournament team. The Hinton 2A state champions, defeating Central Lyon 48-46. Looking to go back-to-back. Got to go through Rock Valley. They have a 3-point lead. And the basketball here at the end of the third quarter. The kick, Hudson Ranshaw. It's good. Rockets up 6. Duskett at the horn, no. Here we go, the Rockets with a different Ranshaw scoring in the third quarter than what's scored in the first half. And let's take a look at some highlights now in this one as Ellie, these players are just leaving it all out there. Even Ranshaw, 6 threes in that first half, 18 points, and Hinton's giving her a lot of attention now.
So much attention. I mean, choose your battles, right? Like, you got Haven, you got Hudson. They're both knocking down shots. And then on the other end, you got Sydney Duskett. As she's showing some toughness out there. She's not afraid of a little contact.
6 baskets for her, 13 points for Sydney Duskett. Well, you can relive the excitement and share these moments with your family, friends, and neighbors. Visit strangers, too. How about that? Visit iowapbs.org for archives of high school sports championships anytime. Well, you have Hinton trying to go back-to-back. You have Rock Valley. Won their first game at state since a three-peat of 2001, 2002, and 2003. And Ellie, you know how hard a three-peat is. You won 2 state titles. Were state runner-up your sophomore year. Johnston in 5A just completed a three-peat, 24, 25, 26. The rare 4-peat, Dyke New Hartford in 2A, Ankeny in 4A. There's been a few three-peats since Rock Valley's 2001-2003 team. Newell Fonda, 19-21. Springville, 16-18. Davenport Assumption, 2011, 12, and 13. Back-to-back is hard as well. Hinton trying to do that. Kempema trying to shoot the Blackhawks back into this one.
Keep in mind, Kempema can play inside, but she can also play outside as she just showed that she is capable of making that mid-range shot. I got to think, though, Brad, I don't think it's going to come down to offense. It's going to come down to defensive stops. Who can get those stops? Who wants it more? It's almost like you got to tell yourself in your head, I am not letting you score. Make it personal.
Haven Ranshaw, 7 made three-pointers. And how about the strong take by Kempema? And this may be on Lusink. And that's going to be her 5th and final foul. And Lusink checks out. Natalie Lusink, 14 rebounds in the quarterfinals. She is a tough physical player. And just got whistled, limited in action. Her aunt, too, Deb Remberty. She's sitting just a few rows behind us, Ellie. She was part of those back-to-back state titles won by Rock Valley in 2001, 2002, 2003. She said, you know, as a player, I never got nervous. Watching as an aunt, as a fan, it is the most stressful thing when you know how much work these kids have put into trying to get better, trying to be a team player, do all that they can for these teams. The aunt of Natalie Lusink and Eva Remmerdy
And if anybody knows what it takes to get here, it's Deb Remerdy.
Well, she said, I said, all right, favorite memory from those 3 championship seasons. She said, I remember all 3 of the times. The best moment is that moment you're standing with your team right before they give you the trophy.
There's no better feeling.
Kempema and Hinton, they're looking to have that feeling once again. They're down 7 with 7:15 to play here in the 4th quarter. Kempema, just a sophomore, a volleyball and basketball star for the Hinton Blackhawks. Rock Valley, ooh, nice move by Ranshaw. The kick, the 3. Haven Ranshaw, 8 3-pointers.
First thing I saw after she hit that shot was Cadence Harmson just screaming, so happy to be in this position right now, up by 9.
There's a feed inside. Kavarna. The free throw line goes Carlin Kavarna, a captain, one of 4 returning starters from last year's championship team. They graduated Addie Piggott off of that team and went undefeated last season. This year, a loss back in December to West Lyon. Every team's a little bit different. And every team's journey's a little different. Kempema, offensive board, threw it up just to keep it alive, but it's going to be Rock Valley basketball.
I love the effort right there by Kempema, and I think this is where Hinton is really going to find success here in the last 6:30 to go. Is they need more paint touches, post entry passes, play a little inside-outside game.
Here's the drive. Rebounded by Kavarna. Now the drive by Duskett. Sydney Duskett. Coach Leary says she is the definition of a point guard.
Just toughness, and not only can she get others involved, but
Haven Ranshaw hits another one, and that is her 9th 3-pointer, and that sets a 2A state tournament record. Her 9th, that sets the all-time record. As here on the screen behind the gentleman standing up, you're looking at Hayden Bubke. Hayden is a cousin of Sydney Duskett of Hinton, and Sydney Duskett had a really good friend. Hayden's older brother, Ryan Bibke, passed away when Sydney was 12, had EDL, a brain tumor, and Sydney has become really good friends with Ryan's older brother Hayden. You see pictured there, not a student at Hinton, but a student as well. And I talked to him before the game, Ellie. He's like, okay, Sydney got this tattoo to honor my brother. One, it's the coolest thing ever. It made me cry the first time that I saw it. It means a lot. This game, this moment for Sydney Duskett and Hinton, they have an opportunity to come back. They're down 10 right now. But sometimes you need a little help from your friends. Sometimes you need a little help from up above.
You do, and it's just more than a game. And if you tuned in earlier, we were talking about Carlisle's head coach, Coach Flaws, and the stuff that he's been battling with his family. And it's so much bigger than a game. Yeah, we all love the sport, but the game's going to end, right? And
life goes on.
Life goes on, right?
Yeah. Sydney Duskett right on cue with that last 2-point basket. Here's Haven Ranshaw flipping it off. She, by the way, her 9 made 3-pointers. Here's a try by Harmson. Her 9 3-pointers, Ellie, that is an all-time state tournament record. That's going to take your name out of the record books as your 8 and Addison Clostebor's 8 tops all time. And now Hinton getting a little help from up above. It's a 6-point game.
Records were meant to be broken, right, Brad? And we just witnessed the 3-point record go down.
Even Ranshaw, still 4:55 to play left. Let's listen in to Matt Leary.
Carl Ray, 13 in the 32, right? Okay. Easy rotation. Easy rotation, right? Carl Ray, just go. You guys back, you back, and you're middle. Okay? Okay. Get up and put pressure on them. Okay? All right. Blackhawks on 3. 1, 2, 3. Blackhawks. Their ball right here. Get up, get up, get up.
Down 6, but you got to believe, right?
You have to. And again, if you've been paying any attention to this state tournament all week, it's not over till it's over. You got to play into the very end. You got to chip away. Every possession counts. Not necessarily does it matter if you score or not, but just making those defensive plays, getting tips on the ball, those 50-50 balls, everything is at stake.
Trying to win one with their teammate Bailey Boovy on the bench in a knee brace. They're looking to update their screensavers, Ellie.
Yes, they are. And they would love nothing more for their trophy to say 2026.
Update that from 2025.
State champions.
Hinton trying to go back-to-back. Hudson Ranshaw, the crossover, draws the foul on Hinton's Mesa Zelmer. Zelmer just a freshman.
Hey!
There's a tip ball. Quick hands by Zelmer. Now Zelmer off and running. Trying to keep her feet. And now needs some help. Gets it to Kempema.
Hinton needs to get a good offensive possession right here.
A blocking foul called as Duskett was trying to turn the corner. Foul goes on Hudson Ranshaw. And that's her first personal foul.
And if I'm Hinton, I would go at Hudson's sister, Haven, who has 4 fouls. Great.
Oh, nice inbound play. Kempema missed it. The putback, no good by Glass. Another opportunity, and she draws the foul.
Had 3 chances right there, and I don't know how you couldn't draw that up better. What a play right there by Coach Leary, and that right there is what you call a slob, a sideline out of bounds play.
I've heard of the blob, the baseline out of bounds.
Blobs and slobs.
Those usually get drawn up on napkins. Is that right? When you're watching film, it's like, you know what? Here's what else we could do.
I know a lot of coaches too. They like to get their plays from social media.
The free throws by Addison Glass make it 55-51. Ranshaw will back it out. Under 4 minutes to go. Rock Valley a 4-point lead. Haven thought about letting that fly. She's going to get fouled by Zelmer. Rock Valley, meanwhile, Ellie, a 2A record for most threes in a game as a team. As a team, they are 13 of 30 from three-point land. That's 43%. That's the most threes, the 13 more than any other 2A in a state tournament game. They're going to add another, make it 14.
This is what they do. They shoot the 3 and didn't shoot very well in that quarterfinal or semifinal game, but boy, did they pick a good time to start hitting these threes.
Their 5-point lead slides up to 8. Excuse me, the 4-point lead to 7. Now rebound underneath by Remerdy. And Ranshaw, timeout taken by Rock Valley head coach Jordan DeGrotenhuis. So Rock Valley up 7 at 58-51. Gonna settle everything down after that scramble play after Rock Valley got their hands on the basketball.
Yep. Hey, we're fine there. Okay. Hey, listen. Okay. All right. Hey, ball's on the sideline. We got to get it in first. Okay. All right. So I want Haven, you taking it out. Cadence. Okay. You be a little lower. Hudson be a little higher. Set a screen for her. Okay. And then roll back to it. Okay. Who's in? Alexa and C. Okay. C, be here. Alexa, be here. If you need to help, help. Okay. I don't know if they're going to press or not, but once it's in, okay, let's get downhill. Go downhill. We're trying to like bubble it out again like against Trainer. Let's get downhill and punch it. All right, let's go. Hours on 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't praise and worship, Bandit. Go get the board. We have 3 timeouts. 2. We have 2 timeouts.
All right, Rock Valley head coach Jordan DeGrotenhuis, a film junkie, football coach as well. He is a teacher at the Rock Valley Middle School, teaches science, also coaches for Boyden Hall Rock Valley, who share the sport of football. He's the defensive coordinator for football. So if he's not watching basketball film, Ellie, he's probably watching football film.
One thing that he talked about too is he is the defensive coordinator for Boyden Hall Rock Valley, and he's not on the field coaching football. He's up in the press box.
There's a takeaway. Duskett looking to score. Good defense by Ranshaw. Oh, and it's last touch by Hinton. All right, give me more on coach.
It's a little different feel being on the court, right? Calling the plays, being a little bit organized. He has his little play card that he keeps in his pocket, but he said during football season, he likes to have his stuff spread out on the table. He can read and react.
He calls from the press box.
Yes,
he's not on the sideline.
That's what he likes. Wasn't really liking what he was seeing there, so he called a good timeout right there to get his Rockets ready to rock.
He said, I like to play chess. He's like, for basketball, I just need to kind of calm things down when they need to be calmed it down. Let's listen in now to the Hinton huddle. They're cranking up the defense to try and get back into this down 7.
All right. So man forward. If they bring it at you, okay? All right, we're working. If they bring it at you, go ahead and double it. Okay? Okay? All right? Yep.
We got fouls to give. We got to try to get a steal anyway.
Right. And she dribbles right by you. Yeah. You go ahead and double it and then recover. Okay? All right, we got to start taking some chances on the picks. Okay? All right, let's go.
Fouls on the board anyway, so go for it. Let's go.
Okay, Blackhawks on 3. 1, 2, 3, Blackhawks.
So down 7, Ellie, when you're Hinton, you got to be sharp from here on out. Just 2:38 to play.
I think Coach Leary said it too. They got to start taking some chances, and then they also have a couple fouls to give here, but time is not on their side, and they need to work fast and in a hurry.
Hayden Ranshaw gets it to her twin sister, Hudson Ranshaw. They will continue to play basketball at the college level at Northwestern College up in Northwestern Iowa. Here's a foul on Duskett.
And that is her 4th foul. So Sydney Duskett here needs to be smart and
you got to be careful too, because you might run into a time when you have to commit a foul to stop the clock.
Sydney originally thought Coach Leary was subbing her out, and she's like, no, but instead Kempema gets out.
Oh, and here's a takeaway by Zelmer. How about the play of Zelmer, the freshman? Creating opportunities. Duskett back to her left hand. does not spin in, but an offensive rebound by Kavarna. Called for the travel.
Take another look at this. So Sydney Duskett loves the spin move. Tried to do a little up and under right there. And then, again, Kavarna just hits the ground, called for a travel.
So minute 52 on the clock, fourth quarter. Rock Valley, the basketball, up 7. They have 14 made threes in this game. Here's a steal by Glass. Glass off the glass is good. She has 4 points, and Hinton now within 5. Looking for another takeaway. Harmsen hits the deck, and Glass went right on the top, gets called for a foul. Here's a look at that last play, the one that turned into points.
Again, even if it's just getting a little touch on the ball, just great defensive effort right there by Glass. Almost had another one here just a little bit ago, but instead she is called with a foul.
She's going to check out. Rory Cook comes into the game. Also Addison Dunkel into the game, and likely to utilize players that have fouls to give. Heads up coaching by Coach Leary. And now Harmsen splits. What do we have? A blocking foul is called on the pass, and so wave the basket off. We had a foul called. Harmsen was fouled after she delivered the pass. Foul goes on Carlin Kavarna. For Kavarna, that's her 3rd, I believe.
And Rock Valley, they've just kept pounding the stone, and we heard Coach Grotenhuis keep saying that in his post-game interviews in the semifinal game. Great book, by the way, if you haven't read it, but keep pounding the stone. You never know when it will break. And he referred to them not making their shots this tournament, and he just said, you just got to keep on shooting. That's what we do best, and it's kind of like a batter in a slump. You got to just keep swinging.
59-53. 60 points for Rock Valley. The 2 highest scoring teams in all of 2A all season. Hinton averages 69, Rock Valley averages 67. Ranshaw traveled with it. Wave it off. Excuse me. Duskett traveled with it, waved that basket off. Ranshaw defending. And so offense for defense substitutions once again for Hinton as Rock Valley gets the basketball back. Rock Valley's last loss of the season, February 5th. That was to Hinton. Looking for redemption in the state title game. Duskett had it knocked away. Well, she was the last to touch it. Stays with the Rockets. And Duskett playing with 4 fouls too. You're right, she has to be careful and smart. Pass into Harmsen.
Yep.
And an extra step. Looking for the teammate to pass it to. They turn over the Rockets, and Hinton with the basketball.
Good call right there by the official. Sometimes the game can happen too fast, but that was the correct call right there at the half-court line.
So Hinton basketball. Duskett awaits the inbound and has it. 17 points for Duskett in this championship game. Here's a shot from DeRoshi. No, the offensive putback is good by Kavarna, and the foul. So Kavarna goes to the free throw line. 8 points, 9 rebounds for Carlin Kavarna. One of 4 seniors on this Hinton team. Kavarna, Duskett, Boovy and Peyton Beck. Last year was on the all-tournament team when Hinton won the state title. The rebound by Harmsen and a foul by DeRoshi. That's her 4th. So we'll have free throws coming now for Rock Valley. Clock stopped at 51.9. Rock Valley trying to bring back state championship memories from the 2001, 2, and 3 years. Cadence Harmsen at the free throw line. Her mom, Erica Schlofeld, was on the all-tournament team during that run, along with Deb Remerdy.
And we've had several people comment that Cadence looks and plays just like her mom.
Right now a 6-point lead, 45 seconds to go. Duskett looking for a quick basket, puts it up and in off the glass. And a timeout taken by Hinton head coach to stop the clock at 37 seconds. Down to a 4-point game. Hinton just continues to bring the pressure, and they're starting to deliver, Ellie, on the offensive end. Don't go anywhere yet. This is not wrapped up for Rock Valley.
No, don't go anywhere. And no one else but Sydney Duskett, right? Like,
Yep.
she's gonna get to the lane. She's gonna score some points for you down this stretch. And again, it starts with a stop right here if you're Hinton. And again, if you're Rock Valley, be strong with the basketball because they're gonna come at you.
Ray, stay in, yes. Okay, that works. Okay. You stay in. Okay, yeah, you stay in. You 3 were in, right?
Yeah.
You 3 were in, yes, okay. Yes, so face guard, don't let her catch. Yep, face guard, whoever's got the out-of-bounds girl, you're gonna kind of sit back here, okay? Everybody else face guard, okay?
You were already in, right?
Yeah.
Hey, get a steal, attack the rim. Right?
Yeah, you 3 were in, right? Blackhawks on 3, 1, 2, 3, Blackhawks.
Got to come up with a takeaway. Face guarding, and you're looking for more tipped balls, and how many have we seen in this game?
So many, and that just goes along with the instincts and the length that these players have. We got girls jumping out of the gym, girls diving on the floor. We've had blood in this game. Blood, sweat, and tears go into this sport.
Inbounds goes across on the baseline. That is allowed, and a timeout taken by Rock Valley is close to that 5-second violation being called on the inbound. And so Jordan to Grotenhuis with the timeout taken.
Hey, all right, I don't know if we can run or not on this. We'll find out, okay? Hey, all right, then we got to do it kind of the old school way here,
That's right.
okay? Haven, you're...
Ask has been to the officials, can they continue to run even after a timeout since they're after a made basket? Let's listen into Rock Valley.
Dents here, okay? Ball side is Hudson. You're gonna come set this screen, come down and roll down, okay? We gotta get open. I'm out of timeouts, okay? All right, now, these 2, you guys are gonna start here, go up and go back. We can run the baseline if you need it. Yes, please, okay? All right. Hey, ours on 3, 1, 2, 3. Hey, and then just go touch it. Hey, just go touch it. I don't care.
So they're told they can run the baseline here, 61-57. For timeouts left, Rock Valley does not have any more timeouts left. Hinton, just 1 remains here, 37.6 on the clock. Haven Ranshaw will be the inbounder and gets it into Hudson Ranshaw, who gets fouled by Zellmer. And So Hudson Ranshaw marches to the free throw line. The twin sisters have been big once again, Ellie. Hudson goes to the free throw line, 16 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. Her twin sister Haven, 27 points, as she has set a new all-time record with 9 made three-pointers in a single game, and has tied your record of 15 made threes in a state tournament.
So you're saying another one of my records
another
is
one of your
gonna be
records.
broken.
Well, you're the one that said records were meant to be broken. But I tell you what, of all the records too, and I know it, you've said this to me, of all the records, I'd take another state title as well. And the Ranshaws, they're gunning the state title. Not worried about any records right now. A 6-point lead for second-seeded Rock Valley. Top-seeded Hinton. Final 30 seconds. Kempema for 3. No good. Rebound to Haven Ranshaw. And she gets fouled with 25 seconds on the clock.
And again, a great look right there by Hinton. Kempema with the 3, just unable to connect on that.
Kempema 3 for 5 from three-point land in the semifinals when she had 15 points. So much attention has gone to Sydney Duskett by this Rock Valley defense. They've made it tough on her. And Haven Ranshaw, her first point's not from three-point land.
The 3-point.
Hits a free throw and gets 2 of them. 29 points now for Haven Ranshaw. 24 seconds left for Duskett and the Blackhawks. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Rock Valley basketball. And the Rockets starting to feel it now, up 8 with under 20 seconds to play. Inbounds to Harmsen, and Harmsen gets fouled by Addison Glass. And so Harmsen back to the free throw line. Harmsen, player so important to Rock Valley this year, had multiple double-doubles over the course of the season, had a triple-double this year, and doing it battling through injury, Ellie.
Isn't that the crazy part? Like, a lot of people knew of her story, but again, if you're listening in, or, you know, this is the first time you're watching Rock Valley, her resilience and just her competitive nature. She's been dealing with this injury since August. And I'll say that one more time. August. She's been in a boot. I mean, like I said earlier in the broadcast, her parents were staying at my hotel, and after games, her parents, right, like, she's in 70% of pain.
Torn ligaments, bulge fractured tibia. Here's the 3 for Hinton. Final seconds. Up off the glass, no good. And the rebound underneath by Zomer, a workhorse on the boards. She had the game-winning block in the semifinals, and Zomer's going to walk to the free throw line. A 9-point lead with 2 seconds to play. Zomer's being told to make a free throw. Rock Valley has 66 points. I'll leave it at that. Substitutions at the table awaiting to come in. And Rock Valley is going to celebrate on their bench. It's Morgan Volink, Evelyn Schmidt check into the game. Emily Gerritsen on the floor. First free throw is no good for Zomer. Second free throw is good. 67-57. Hinton will dribble it out. Rock Valley wins the 2A title. Well, Ellie, we've seen some fantastic individual performances this state tournament. How about the 29 points by Haven Ranshaw? A state tournament record. 9 made threes of all classes. Most threes made ever in a tournament game happens in the championship game.
Just an incredible shooting performance, right, by Haven Ranshaw. And like I said, they didn't have very good shooting percentages in that quarterfinal or semifinal game, but again, when it matters most, and in this championship game, it sure mattered.
Rock Valley's first state title since going back-to-back 2001, 2, and 3. Let's check in now on our honors and awards handed out here at the state tournament.
Presentation. Presenting the awards is Brent Johnson, President of the Iowa Farm Bureau, and members of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union Board of Directors. Mr. Johnson, assisted by Executive Director Aaron Gerlich. Here is your Class 2A All-Tournament team for 2026. From Rock Valley, Hudson Ranshaw. From Denver, Channing Johnson. From Trainer, Addison Maurer. From Rock Valley, Cadence Harmson. From Hinton, Sydney Duskett. And your 2026 Class 2A All-Tournament Team Captain, from Rock Valley, Haven Ranshaw.
Well, Ellie, to win a state championship, you have to have some dynamite performances. All of these kids on the all-tournament team left it all out there on the floor today, and Haven Ranshaw, captain of the all-tournament team, certainly earned it. 6 threes in the first half, finishes with 9 threes in the game and 29 points, and Rock Valley, the state champions.
Different weapons on different days, right? And that's what Rock Valley has. They got all kinds of weapons.
For the 2A championship match, presenting the award is Taylor Anderson of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. This year's top producer of the 2A championship game. From Rock Valley, Haven Ranshaw.
A moment she will remember forever.
Your Class 2A runner-up this year is head coach Matt Leary and the Blackhawks of Hinton. Congratulations on an outstanding season.
Your state title, you have a target on your back all season long, and man, Hinton, get to the championship game and give it all.
Their ticket was
Tip of the cap
punched to get
to you.
Today, they redeem it as your Class 2A state champions for 2026. The Rockets of Rock Valley, head coach Jordan Griffin-Heiss.
Ellie, Rock Valley is back on top, first time in 23 years. And it was a fun performance all week long, but this championship game did not disappoint.
It really didn't. what a performance by the Rock Valley Rockets. Enjoy this one, girls. You worked hard to get it.
14 made threes as a team. They get the 10-point win. And the 2-seeded Rock Valley Rockets, champions of the 2A tournament. Let's go up top. Paul Yeager's ready to look at this one again.
The Rock Valley coach talked about peaks and valleys. Peaks, 2, 3, and 4. Valley, they're back on the peak. Congratulations, Rock Valley. Between last night and today, that's 4 games down and 1 more to go, because Class 1A is coming up next in primetime on your statewide network, Iowa PBS. The Rockets' red glare is into a championship. 1 more here next on Iowa PBS. Funding provided by
Musco Lighting is honored to support Iowa PBS. We're an Iowa company that lights local schools, community fields, and stadiums, arenas, and venues in more than 125 countries. While our reach is global, our commitment is local.
Fairway Meat and Grocery. For more than 80 years, Fairway has been proud to be an active part of the communities we serve. Learn more at fairway.com.
Banking in Iowa goes beyond transactions. Banks work to help people and small businesses succeed. And Iowa banks are committed to building confident banking relationships. Iowa Banks, your partner through it all.
Pella Windows and Doors help bring your home to life. For more than 100 years, Pella has been dedicated to building a brighter future in Iowa communities. Pella Corporation is a proud supporter of Iowa PBS.
With our Iowa roots and Midwestern values, Farmers Mutual Hail is committed to offering innovative farm insurance for America's farmers, just as we have for 6 generations. Farmers Mutual Hail, America's crop insurance company.